Come from the cities and they come from the smaller towns. Beat up cars with guitars and drummers go crack, boom, bam. R-O-C-K in the USA, R-O-C-K in the USA.
I started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And by morning we'll be free. Wipe that golden tear from your mother dear, and raise what's left of the flag for me.
Yes, indeed, you read that correctly. This is going to be an Irish baseball player wrote of the show. We went ahead and named him Patrick O'Shea, or for short, Patty, like St. Patty, Patty O'Shea. I wanted to go with a fully-on Irish name, so I figured why not go with Patty O'Shea. And he is a left fielder, outfielder, second position, lefty bat, lefty throwing arm. He is from Cork, Ireland, which is the second highest population town in Ireland, right behind Dublin. Well, not right behind Dublin. There's actually quite more people in Dublin compared to Cork. Let's get into a little bit of stats about Irish baseball players, though. There currently is a Irish national team. But the thing about that Irish national team is if there was the World Baseball Classic, again, they are not good enough to qualify for that Irish national team. They're one of those teams that they have a national team, but they're not exactly a quality national team. Now, as far as MLB players from Ireland, well, it's been a very, 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 very long time since there's been an Irish baseball player. There are not currently any Irish baseball players, Irish-born baseball players. There are plenty of Irish Americans, but Irish-born, people who are born in Ireland, there are none of them currently in the major leagues. Not even in the minor leagues, nobody's in the system, nothing like that. I'm not even sure MLB is aware that Ireland has a baseball team, and I don't think they sent any scouts over there. I wouldn't blame them if they did, because they haven't really proven anything yet. But here in the world of MLB 15, the show, they're going to prove something with Patrick O'Shea. But first of all, let's talk about the history of Irish baseball, where Joe Cleary was the last player from Ireland to play in a Major League Baseball game. He pitched in 1/3 of an inning, giving up 5 hits, 3 walks, 7 runs, and totaling a 189.0 ERA in a third of an inning back in 1945 for the Washington Senators. So it's been a very, very long time since there's been an Irish baseball player. There were a total of 46 Irish-born players in the dead ball era between 1871 and 1918, but that's understandable because that was back when America was literally people who were arriving on boat, just coming into the world in America and just coming over from the seas, coming over. That was when the melting pot of America began, so that's understandable because there were people who were literally born in Ireland and they came over. So obviously that's understandable, and that's where the whole Irish-American is born. Obviously, there's a little history lesson. So let's look at this guy's face now, Patrick O'Shea. You saw his face previously, now you see his face now. He is looking full-on Irish. He's got a red goatee soul patch, he's got a red slick back hair, he's got freckles. He is Patty O'Shea. He is full-on Irish. We're using the David Peralta stance, stirrups, no batting gloves. He is a ball player. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you understand that I am a huge, huge supporter of stirrups. I do not support the pajama pants style that most baseball players now go with, but stirrups are the way to go. So remember, kids, stirrups. Now let's head into the prospect showcase between the West and the Patty Shea-led international prospects. Let's take a look at, there's my team. You've got Patty standing up in the back, all 5'11" of him, and you've got the kid standing next to him with the high stirrups. That kid has a good head on his shoulders right there. He understands what it takes to be a ball player. So Patty's going to be hitting 5th in this ball game, playing left field in his first prospect game. So bottom of the first, 2 outs, International in the lead, 1-0, with a runner on third. Full count on Patty. The kick and the pitch, and that's just a bit outside. Outside fastball. A bit of John Miller fastball action. And Patty O'Shea walks in his first at-bat. He'll come back up in the bottom half of the fourth. Still a 1-0 International lead. And he's got first pitch of the at-bat here, the kick. And the pitch is ripped into center field, and Patty O'Shea has himself a single. No chance for the second baseman to get to that one. And Patty moves the runner over to second base. But unfortunately, no one would come around to score. So we'll pick things up in the bottom half of the sixth. 2-1, West in the lead now. And Patty pops this one into foul territory. It's a can of corn for the catcher. And now Patty's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk on the day. And we'll pick things up in the top half of the seventh. Same score, 2-1 West. And you're going to hit it to Patty in left. Patty's going to catch it. Patty is going to catch it, showing off a little bit of range in the outfield and those sweet, sweet, sweet stirrups. Props to the Goes guys who brought that up in meetings and got it in the game. You guys are the real MVPs. So now bottom half of the ninth, it's a tie ball game, and Patty O'Shea with a crack of the bat. That was one of those stingers where it just feels amazing coming off the bat. Hits off the wall, a little bit of trouble base running, but eventually recovers and manages to still head into third base standing up despite the missed left, rounding first base. But he would not come around to score in that inning, and they would end up winning in extra innings. But Patty does go 2 for 3 on the day with a double single. They crowded that third base with a double. So we'll pick things back up in the second game against the Central Prospects. Up 2-0 of the International Prospects in the bottom half of the first when Patty grounds this one to the first baseman. They try to turn 2, but he just got too fast of wheels as he beats the one out, and he gets a fielder's choice, which does not count as a base hit, obviously. So now he's 0 for 1 on the day. Pick things up in the fourth. 3-2 Central lead. The kid's from Texas. The kid on the mat is actually named, I believe it was Flores, something like Diego, probably from San Antonio. Just saying. Then Patty pops up into right field, and now he is 0 for 2 on the day. So we'll pick things up in the bottom half of the fifth. Still 3-2 Central in the lead, and Patty getting to the ball, tracking it down, over the shoulder catch. Showing out some sweet gloves, but then they pinch hit for O'Shea, so his day is ended. We'll pick things up against the East Prospects. The kids from Florida who play ball all year long, who tend to be really good ball players. So he'll steal his first at-bat in the bottom half of the second inning. Facing the first at-bat of the ball game, here comes the pitch, and Patty O'Shea grounds this one to first base. He'll field it himself, step on the bag, and Patty is 0 for 1 on the day. So we'll pick things up now in his second at-bat in the bottom half of the fourth. Game is still knotted up at 0. Lefty on the mound now for the East Prospects, and Patty pops this one up into shallow center. Can of corn out there for the outfielder. And now O'Shea is 0 for 2 on the day despite the solid contact. So that's a 3-1 East lead, and we've got a high stirrups versus low stirrups duel. And high stirrups comes out on top. He gets Patty to whiff through that one. That's a K for the high stirrups man, and then Patty was pinch hit for again in the 7th inning. So that would end his time in the Prospect Showcase. We'll pick things up in the MLB Draft. 3rd round, pick number 14, as Patty O'Shea is going to be playing for the Atlanta Braves organization, looking to become the first Irish-born baseball player in the major leagues since Joe Cleary in 1945, and hoping to have a better appearance than Joe Cleary and a better career than Joe Cleary. And with that being said, that'll wrap things up here for this introduction video to the Patty O'Shea Road to the Show. I've been your host, JerseyBorn, and I'm saying goodbye.